Hey everybody, what's up? Good evening. The winter is coming. Or is it already here? I don't know. Somewhere in between. Yeah, so why am I saying that? Well, the rainy season is coming. Or rather, the rainy season is already here. It was raining for about half the day today. And by the way, that's not really the reason why I started to record this episode this late. By the way, I apologize in advance, but this episode is going to be unusually and uncharacteristically short, especially compared to some of the previous episodes in the last couple of weeks. And the reason for that is I have a prior engagement that I have to get to in a couple of minutes. Okay, let's start with the beginning. First of all, yes, go ahead and say it. I did, in fact, oversleep last night. Didn't actually sleep last night. Went to sleep around the same time. Ooh, I just saw lightning. Did you see that? Probably didn't. It was too far away for the light to show up all the way over here. But I just saw a flash of lightning. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah. See, the thing is, I was talking to some people last night. People I was talking to happen to live on the other side of the planet from me. So, kinda stayed up till a late hour. And, once I was done with all my stuff, I went to sleep at around the same time that the sun came out. Now, unlike most times, I actually went to sleep pretty fast, pretty quickly, as opposed to just lying on my bed for a couple of hours, hoping to fall asleep eventually, and then inevitably falling asleep relatively too late, and then waking up in the afternoon. So yeah, I did actually sleep. I actually fell asleep right when the sun came up, but my dad called me up on my phone to wake me up because we scheduled a meeting today, me and my dad. My dad was supposed to come over today to talk about some projects that we were both working on, and he called me to inform me that he's coming and that he'll be at my place in about an hour. So I figured, and it was about 2 in the afternoon, I think. So I said to myself, okay, well, if it's 2 in the afternoon now, and he's going to come on just in 1 hour, that means I have 1 more hour to wake up. So I just, closed my eyes, expecting to wake up in an hour, so we can actually work on the thing. Turns out he showed up not an hour later, but 2.5 hours later. And there goes my day. And didn't really eat too much. I kind of had to eat while we were discussing the project. But that's basically the story of how, and more importantly, when I woke up. So that's that. Regardless, after he showed up and I had something to eat, we both sat down and started discussing a project that I'm working on. Look at that cast form. Cast form actually did come up in conversation during that project. Now you might be asking yourselves, what kind of projects could I have possibly talked about with my dad that involves cast form? Well, here's the thing. Remember a couple of episodes ago, I did mention that I'm working on a Pokémon game based on Israel, which is where I live. I actually made a full video about it. It was about an hour long, but I've been kind of planning to make a shorter one to kind of explain some more of the minutiae and the details that I didn't really get a chance to talk about in that one particular video. I will do that eventually someday soon, but it doesn't really look like I'll have the time to do it anytime soon. But anyways, we talked about my project, the Israeli Pokemon game that I'm working on, Pokemon Star and Pokemon Cross, which is why I've decided to call this Pokemon game that I'm working on. We just sat around and bounced some ideas off of each other, because while I know Pokemon better than a lot of the people I know, he doesn't know anything about it, other than just it's a franchise that I really like and I enjoy playing. On the flip side, I have a pretty good base knowledge of Israeli wildlife and lore and stories and history and stuff like that. I mean, I know a pretty fair amount, but nowhere near the amount of knowledge that he has on these such topics. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but there was just another flash of lightning over there. Should probably get back to my apartment. It's gonna start raining soon, I would imagine. Besides, I didn't really plan on staying outside for this long. For too long, I should say. Anyways, so yeah, my dad is what I like to call the foremost authority on everything that has to do with Israeli history and geography, geology, flora and fauna, everything of this kind. My dad could teach an entire class. As a matter of fact, he does teach several classes on the subject. So you can kind of see why I decided to ask for his help on the matter. Alright? So, yeah, I asked for his help on my project. Some much needed help. I needed help figuring out some concepts, and by the way, I also got an email from the person that I've commissioned to the artist I've commissioned to draw the artwork of the starter Pokemon I've been working on. He gave me back an email with a first look sketch of what the map of the region is going to look like. Looks very promising. He just needed to know what the buildings are going to look like, and which special buildings I specifically want to be highlighted in the on the map. I sent him a list of several buildings. Also, again, I consulted my dad on it, which buildings best represent each city. I actually found out a couple of things I didn't even know about. Like, there's this mosque in Acre. I think that's how you pronounce it in English. It's the city of Akko. I believe it's one of the oldest cities in Israel, but there's a mosque over there, the El Jazar Mosque, where supposedly they have a single strand of hair from the beard of the Prophet Muhammad, which is kind of, it really blew my mind. Again, no one's allowed to see it, obviously, but yeah, that kind of blew my mind that such a thing is actually in Israel, and it has been in Israel for all this time, and I never even knew about it before today. So yeah, I send all the ideas to the artist, and he or she, again, I don't know if it's a man or a woman, but they're going to start working on the on adding the buildings to the region map right away. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks I'll get a much better look at the region's map to, give some notes. And hopefully soon enough I can make a video about the region itself, explaining why certain things are located where they are, and what is the inspiration for some of the things in the region. Yeah, should be pretty exciting. But yeah, the reason why I have to cut this episode shorter than usual is because, like I said, I have a prior engagement, and what I mean by that is, a couple of weeks ago I signed up to Mark Riley's Writers Room. Mark Riley's Patreon is the guy. It's a very prominent person on the YouTubes. He was he was originally hired as one of the people from Schmoes. No, then obviously he moved on to Collider and stuff, and obviously the Schmodown. He's a former 2-time movie trivia Schmodown champion. Now he sometimes is a guest panelist, I should say, on SEN Live. And he has his own YouTube channel and his own Patreon, and I kind of signed up to his Patreon and his Discord server to kind of talk to him about all sorts of random stuff. And one of those random stuff happens to be his writer's room that he does every month, where people can submit up to 10 pages of material for a project that they're working on, whether it be a book or a script idea for a movie or a TV show or a stage play. Pretty sure I'm one of the first few people that actually just submitted a script for a video game. But yeah, I signed up for that Patreon specifically to help promote my idea, and also because I'm great at coming up with ideas for my project, not too good with the story. The story is where I struggle with the most, I should say. So, I'm not gonna hatch any eggs today. So no reason to challenge any of the Team Go Rocket leaders. Probably tomorrow. But yeah. So hopefully I can meet up with Mark Riley. The meeting starts in about 7 minutes, give or take. Should be enough time to finish recording this episode. And I'm just gonna have to do some quick editing on it on my computer and just upload it. Shouldn't take too long. Shouldn't take too much time away from the meeting that we're about to have through StreamYards. Or is it Blue Jeans? I don't know. Sometimes he uses one over the other. In any case, so yeah. Hopefully, me and the rest of the people from the writer's room can help me out. If I can, I can hopefully help out some of the other people on the writer's room. Hopefully it's kind of like a think tank where you can just share different ideas and help each other out. That'll be pretty nice and fun. But yeah, should probably get ready for it pretty soon. Like I said, it starts in about 5 minutes, which is plenty of time for me to get back to my apartment, finish this episode, obviously. Pretty much finish this episode now, even though it's relatively shorter than usual. But like I said, it just happened that way. Like I said, I overslept, and then I spent most of the day with my dad, bouncing ideas off of each other. For example, he gave me a couple of really great ideas for the regional bird. I have the regional bird, all 3 different stages of the evolution ready to go. And also decided on a typing for this new regional bird that I hope people are going to enjoy. We talked a little bit about, the regional early root bug type, and a little bit about the Pikachu clone, but we didn't really get a chance to talk about that too much. But yeah, like I said, we bounced off a lot of different ideas, and the most important thing is that he gets it. You know, that it doesn't like, oh, it's some stupid childish project that my son fancies, and he's gonna get over it in a couple of weeks. No, he really gets it. He understands how important this is to me, and why I've spent so much time obsessing over it the way that I have. So he didn't treat it as like a joke. He's really being very understandable about this whole situation. And most important thing is that he's excited. He's very enthusiastic. You can see kind of think he might actually start to become a Pokemon fan, because I mean, he loves animals and he loves wildlife and he loves storytelling. Obviously he's a huge fan of sports, and Pokemon is a combination of all four of those things, with lots of other stuff thrown in just for good measure. So yeah, like I said, he's really excited about it, and that's what's really important. And the fact that he's so excited about this means that he's that much more willing to help me out. So excuse me, I've reached my destination. I'm very close to my my house again, and well, a few more minutes. By the way, I believe today is the last day for the Halloween event, which means ghost type Pokemon are going to stop appearing more frequently in the wild. No more of these, hold on, as you can see, 6 candies per capture. Yep, that's going away. Also 2 candies per transferring Pokemon. I believe that's no longer going to be part of the game. But yeah, I really enjoyed this Halloween event. It gave me some of the best episodes that I've done for this. So, what is happening? And yeah, even though I'm going to miss this little event, as long as it was, and as fun as it was, I'm definitely looking forward to whatever type of event, sort of a thing, Niantic is going to come up with next for Pokemon Go. So yeah, that's it. That's it for today. My character is all over the place. He's running all over the neighborhood for some reason. Well, at least I managed to catch a decent amount of Pokemon today. So, once again, thank you all for watching, and see you tomorrow, hopefully with a much more full-length episode and more actual Pokemon Go related topics to talk about. See you then, guys. Yep. See you then, everybody. Goodbye.
Hello again, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed this video, because I really enjoyed making it. So, if you like what you've seen here, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more awesome content like this. So, until next time, guys, I'll see you guys next time.